debut going back to 2019. Is that ball?
Oh boy.
Almost, as he said, he kind of fell off a cliff from there. Those are his words. It's a tough game, man. And sometimes, it's a hard level, or it's hard to compete at an elite level.
Does he still have the baseball? Yeah, Michelin star play from Guillorme.
It wasn't quite hit quite as hard.
0-2 on Rogers. A high slider from.
Keep wearing them.
Look good, play good, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's enough to keep that hitter off balance.
The Sacramento area, Davis, California, but came down here for college at UCLA.
Good pitch on there. It was right on the outside part of the plate. And Ryan Kreidler did a nice job of going back up the middle,
But that shows the value of being in an advantage.
9. I should be seeing a fastball here.
That's a good point, too. Just situation.
Right.
Wasn't really on the scouting report, but then he walked into 2 of them back to back as he started to.
Space. Good.
Outside ball 4. Plesac with a breaking ball.
Try to get the Tigers on the scoreboard and back in the game.
2-strike changeup last time. There's a
just something with a wrinkle in it.
3-1
of the opposing pitcher especially in a situation like this.
On the ground.
I mean, I'm up there. My team needs me, and my team needs me to drive in a run here.
Way out. Kreidler, Perez, Green. A hit and 2 walks. Way up.
If you front shoulders flying open, that's why you see those pitches up.
You can see him sort of rear back.
And then the front shoulder flies open.
3-0.
A strike.
Ball 4. 2-1. Consecutive first pitches. 34. It's a straight to first pitch swing. He takes outside 1-1. We'll see if the strike. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you can see the body got that faith in himself.
It's all moving very fast, too. He's getting it and throwing again. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4 called. That's a call.
At all. Just don't help him.
Almost got hit in the
cutter, so everything is pretty hard.
Even the slash tickets coming up in a few Sundays. The Dodgers will be in town. The Cleveland Guardians play 4 at Comerica Park in a big series before the break as it's 1-1. Out the opposing starter 3 innings or fewer. 8th time, I should say. There's
to get the barrel of the bat to it.
It's called. There's a strike filling up the out. He's not Julio Franco in the box. It's not as much tilt there at all, but it is over the head. And if he tilts it a little bit, it would. 3-1. Called a strike. Hang on. Guillorme at first, 3-2. He runs, and that's fouled away. It's a slider for.
And it just backfires on the Angels because Kenta Maeda is able to strike Shonawell out.
Guillorme running. I wonder. Sometimes it gets in the field of view of the hit.
Slider. They're not giving in.
Yeah, looking at it again, I guess it did have the bottom of the zone. Yeah. Inside 3-1. And Jake Rogers, first pitch pumped in a strike from Marte for Zach Plesac. Then the next 5 reached, and he left the ball game. I mean, you talk about
the ball and just the body language. There's just no coming back from it.
Hey, I mean, I'm just going to hide behind you. But this is the second time.
How nice they are, a little bit smaller. But even though it's not.
To actually get 1 at that point. So 2 down, and Kreidler takes ball 1.
Clutch and going away, as you said, from second base.
That's a strike. 2 straight walk after that by Matt Vierling. Struck him out. He went with the cutter toward he showed. Possibly, if you would like to ask Dan Mazan Prime, Dan Ross might send. Kevin Pillar, California. This is his 9th major league team at this point. He didn't, or less. He's like the first checkout line, right?
No, and I think they DFA'd him in the Angels, and he's really done well for the Angels since he's come over here.
3-2 on Pillar. Short lead. Ball 1.
Yeah, I was keeping it's a little deeper here to Ohapi.
Three and 0. He took a 3-0 swing at a slider.
Look at that. Well executed. It's like, man, wish you could throw him that way every single time.
So he took the big rip at Pillar at first, 3-2. Third base side, look out. Check swing, did he go? He did.
Just here to Moniak to get out of this inning. Strand those 2 runners.
Mickey Moniak.
With that splitter. It's been his best pitch.
You know, oddly. 1-1. Rolled foul.
We got a new one. Norwegian born.
I love that you went to the source fairly often.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you watched the debate last night?
Well, we were doing it. Get Johnny answer that question. 2-2 on Perez. 3-2. I already made the joke about the ballot,
which is tied for the lead on the team. So Matt Moore's done a nice job. Dill has a lot of teams that like this arm.
Mexico. As there's a strike. 1-2 for.
That was tied for second. Tyler Anderson.
And the lefty Moore to face Perez and Green. And that's good work by Ron Washington.
Perez around to the right side.